key points to consider while selecting your test automation framework. Encapsulation from complexity. So when we talk about, so not everybody, again, you have to understand that we are actually developing this test automation framework for all the quality engineers to use it in their day-to-day life. So, and we do not want them to deal with all those complexities. So encapsulation from the complexity is pretty important points. Scripts and data separation, that is very very important nowadays. In traditionally also we are having this excel sheets from where we are feeding the test data. Now the most faster way is also JSON. People are also having the JSON test data where it has been mentioned in the JSON format. Maximum reusability. That is where again I talked about, touch based upon. It should have maximum reusability in place so that your entire automation framework and repo becomes pretty light. Communication with additional automation tools. So think it as the entire ecosystem. It might also happen that you might also have to use some clustered approach while designing your automation solutions. So also the integration and the communication with the other peripheral tools becomes quite important. Ability to automate scenario which is based on the multiple logics, yes, that is also pretty important. And it might happen in very complex situations or scenarios or application where you might have to require such kind of ability. Data retrieval, it becomes very important as well. CI readiness, we talk about a lot of different application architecture. Also let's talk about something like microservices based applications. Okay, there also will have a different repo onto the UI sites. You also have to make sure your basically tool and framework integrates with all those set of repos. Tools extensibility, it's also one of the very important factors. Logs, it helps you out basic. Some of the times you see the tools or the framework you end up using are not giving you those kind of a detailed log. That is where you actually have to work upon and make sure that whatever logs you are getting, those are detailed one, and it helps you out in terms of your debugging. Error handlers, it's also one of the important points. Then whatever errors or exceptions you are encountering all the way through, how it has been handled. Custom message for report. Yes, so reporting also becomes a, as I told you, it's a very very you can say important aspect in making the automation efforts visible. Sometimes the reporting needs of your particular organization might be a bit different, but then that is where you actually wanted to customize your reporting as well, which should suit your reporting needs so that you get the maximum ROI of of your automation efforts. Rerun for failures, that is something again you want that to happen eventually. And parallel execution, that also we have seen in the comments that parallel execution becomes a very important attribute. Why I'm saying this now, imagine, okay, you are actually having your automation suits structured. Okay, your sanity suits, you have smoke suits, you have regression suits. Now we always talk about people are having the automation execution done into your CI/CD pipeline on every push or or every batch commits or on regular intervals. Then I probably say you have a 50 smoke suits or smoke test cases that is there, and you actually wanted to get it executed within a short span of time. So if you wanted to execute them sequentially, it might based on the average time, it might take between 30 minutes to an hour. But if your automation suite becomes a part of your deployment pipeline, then you probably would want this entire execution to get executed within say a 3 minutes to 5 minutes. That is where the parallel execution comes very handy. Result presentation, again, it's a subset of your reporting mechanism, and that is very important point to be considered.